Hello everyone, once again welcome you all to the most important topic of civics, that is judiciary. So today we are going to discuss about the importance of independent judiciary and what is exactly independent judiciary and why the judiciary should be independent. Independent judiciary is required so that it can work impartially. See what happens when the judiciary is independent, then only it can take decisions or give judgments without any kind of pressure or without any kind of impartiality. There should be no pressure of executive and legislature. As we all know that there are three organs of the government: legislature, executive and judiciary. These three are totally different from each other. So, judiciary, though it is organ of the government, but it is an independent organ which does not need support of other organs, or it demands that there should not be any kind of pressure of executives or legislature, because if there is any kind of pressure from the legislature or executive, the judges of the courts may become partial. So that should not happen. For that purpose only the constitution has given judiciary the authority that it can take its own decisions without any kind of hesitation. Now, how this independence is being ensured? Independence is ensured by separation of powers. As I told you that the three branches of government, that is judiciary, legislature and executive, have their own powers. They can execute their own authorities and powers accordingly. But judiciary is one of the branch which is considered as a separate power. Why? Because it has to take decisions related to executives also, legislature also, related to government also, as well as the citizens. So it should be fair enough, and the judgment should be totally impartial. For that purpose, the constitution has given judiciary the authority or the right that it can take the decision without any kind of hesitations or any kind of coherences or grievances or whatever it is. Means there should not be any kind of pressure from the other organs of the government, and not even the government can pressurize judiciary while taking any kind of decisions or judgments. Same thing which I discussed right now. Other branches of the government like the legislature, the executive cannot interfere, means the interference of the work of judiciary. There should not be any kind of interference from the legislature or executive in the working of the judiciary. Okay, we can take one example. Suppose a politician who has done a crime, and because of his influence in the legislature, he tries to take the advantage or tries to compel the judiciary or the judges that he is the politician and he should get justice. But think, if the judiciary is being compelled or is being pressurized by the legislature, then what will happen? The judge may become biased and may give the judgment in favor of that politician, though he is wrong in his part. That's why the judiciary is considered as a supreme authority. That means the different organ. That means it has its own powers which it can execute at times when it is needed. Okay. Courts are not under the government and do not act on their behalf. Courts are not performing their duties or functioning their duties on behalf of the government, and they are not under the government. They are having their own laws, their own rules. They are following those laws, those norms. Judges of High Court and Supreme Court are appointed with very little interference from other branches of the government. How? Like judges of Supreme Court, that means that means Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is being appointed by the President of India with consent, with a consent, or by having a discussion or talk with the Prime Minister first of all. Then the Chief Justice is being appointed. And one more thing is that the Chief Justice is the head of all the bar councils of India. Okay, so this is the thing. Why these kind of things are being done? So that there should be a fair judge or justice or judgment which should be given to the people. People should not think that judiciary is becoming biased, and they then what will happen? They will feel afraid or being scared of going to the courts, because they have a mindset that in courts we are not getting justice. Why? Because the judges are becoming biased. So this should not happen. For that purpose, the Constitution has provided it separate powers. Advantages of independent judiciary. See, judiciary plays a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by legislature and executive. As I told in the previous example, that if a politician is having a influence in the legislature or in the executive part, what will happen? Definitely he will try to have the control over the judiciary also. If judiciary is being supported by legislature and executive, or if it is being pressurized by the executive or legislature. But if judiciary is totally independent authority, then no pressures or no interferences will bound it to give wrong judgments or become biased. It plays crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of the citizens. So this is the most important part of this chapter. Why the independence is given to the judiciary? Because it is the sole right of the citizens to get justice or seek for justice. Because under Constitution it is clearly mentioned that right of the citizens should not be violated at any cost. If it happens, then the role of judiciary becomes more crucial or more important, because judiciary is meant for governing, prospering, and analyzing the whole situations and then giving the proper judgment. And in that case, if the rights of the citizens are being violated, the citizens have got the authority or have the right to seek for justice in the courts. Now see students, this is the structure of courts in India. See, first at the top it's Supreme Court, right? Then comes High Court, and then comes the lower court. Supreme Court, as we all know, that it is the highest or the supreme authority. It is also known as the apex court. Okay, we can call it apex court also, which is headed by the Chief Justice. Supreme Court has got Chief Justice in it, and decisions made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other courts in India. That means once a decision is being given by the Supreme Court or judgment given by the Supreme Court, that means a trial is being done in Supreme Court and then the final verdict is being given, then it is binding to all other courts in India. That means once a law is being passed or once a verdict is being given, then it is means all other courts in India are bound to follow that judgment. Okay. Each state has high court. It is the highest court of the state. See, all the states do not have Supreme Court. Where it is situated? Supreme Court is situated in New Delhi, right? So all the states do not have Supreme Court. So everybody cannot reach Supreme Court directly. So they have high courts with them. And it is the highest court of the state where people can seek for justice directly. And if they don't get justice in the high court, they may approach to Supreme Court also. Besides that, there are subordinate or district courts at tehsil level also, or district level also, or in towns. Wherever you are living, nearby your locations, there will be a district court. Suppose in Devas only, we are living in Devas, no? So there is a district court in Devas. Same is with Indore and other districts of MP. Every district is having one district court, and which is headed by the district judge. So this is the hierarchy of courts. Okay, understood? So at the top it is Supreme Court, then comes High Court and the lower court. The person or the citizen who wants justice have to reach first of all to the lower courts. Then if he do not get justice over there, he may approach to High Court, and still if he is not getting justice there is Supreme Court, which is meant to give the final verdict for the case. I hope it's clear now, and if it is not clear, you may clear your doubts afterwards. Till then, goodbye.